Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Dominaria draft here on the channel. I'm super excited. So before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a comment in the comment section down below so you don't miss any future videos. Without further ado, let's dive into the draft. Dominaria is definitely a fun set. One big tip is that blue is a very strong color, white is relatively weak. Not that you can't draft anything, that's one of the best things, is that everything's good. In this pack, the rare may look good, but it's actually deceptively difficult to trigger, like the legendary part of the legendary sorcery. It means you have to have a legendary creature or planeswalker in play when you cast it. So I'm not going to be starting off with a Ruinous Blast, even though it can be quite powerful. Warcry Phoenix is not super exceptional, it's just a little bit too small. Generally, like, you can't trigger it very easily. Tiana is generally just a 5-mana 3/3. You don't really get a ton of auras or equipments. There's just not that synergy in the set. Joyous Familiar is playable, but not insane. I think the best common in this pack is definitely Vicious Offering, followed by Saproling Migration and Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves is really close with Saproling Migration. Sometimes you would take Llanowar Elves more than Saproling Migration. Pack 1, pick 1. I think Saproling Migration might just be more important, though. There's not really the format's relatively slow. So certain decks, the ramp is quite good, but I think Sapling Migration is just overall better because it's just such an efficient card. 2 mana for 2 1/1s, and then they're all Saplings, and there's a lot of Sapling synergies, and you can make 4 1/1s later on. It's just quite a powerful card, but we're going to be taking the Vicious Offering. Very good start to the draft. One of the best commons, and pretty happy to get that. I think I would go Vicious Offering, Sapling Migration, and then Llanowar Elves, which is kind of maybe a surprising order, and then maybe Windgrace Acolyte or Joyous Familiar. Okie doke. Following up Vicious Offering, this pack also has some strong cards. Fight with Fire is a great uncommon, very, very powerful, and one that I'm always happy to be playing. The kicker mode actually does come up sometimes, which is like game winning when it happens. Merfolk Trickster is pretty good. It is a heavy blue investment, but you don't really want to cast it on turn 2 anyway. You want to cast it a little bit later, get some nice little value out of that. Maybe ground a flyer and eat it. The commons, the best commons are probably Academy Journey Mage, which is a really good part of the blue-red Wizards deck. It's also just a solid card to play. Blue decks are naturally going to have a couple Wizards. Merfolk Trickster's a Wizard, things like that. But it's at its best in a blue-red Wizards deck. And then Calico's Skin Witch is a pretty solid card. Even though I'm black, this card is definitely a significant drop down from both the Fight with Fire and the Academy Journey Mage. But it is a little bit better than Dark Bargain. I think in this pack I definitely go Fight with Fire. And then I think I would go Merfolk, Academy Journey Mage, Calico Skin Witch. But Fight with Fire is enough more powerful that I'm pretty happy at picking it up here. Okie doke. So this is a pretty standard pick. We're just going to take Garner the Blood Flame here. Garner is quite powerful. It can get you a decent amount of value in the right spot. It doesn't mean we're going to have to play black-red, but if we have a black card and a red card and then we can get a Garner, that's going to be a nice little start to the draft. Even though it might seem like it's committing, we can just abandon some of these cards. We can just abandon 2 of them. We can even splash Garner potentially if we can get a Skittering Surveyor, which is like the best pack 1 pick 1 common because it just enables so many options. Skittering Surveyor is a 3-mana 1/2 artifact that lets you get a basic from your deck when it comes into play. Juggernaut's an okay card, but Garner is definitely the pick here. Then I think I would probably take second. I might consider the Juggernaut, and then I would take Syncopate. I think Syncopate is quite powerful. Very strong card. The black cards in this pack are just not good enough to be worth taking over something like Syncopate. Windgrace Acolyte is close to that level, though. I think Syncopate's great. I like getting hedges into blue. Blue is like the best color to be drafting in this set. Oh my goodness. The thing about Khazarov Sengir Pureblood is it's so expensive that it's like almost like unreasonably expensive to cast, but it is still like a black. Like, I am black-red, and Khazarov can still do good work, especially in the late game decks. Memorial to Folly is actually like surprisingly up there in this pick order here because it is very good for getting back your bombs later on in the game, or just like anything, and it's on a land, so that card's quite good. Other cards in the pack, really, I think it goes Khazarov, then Memorial to Folly, and then Blood Tallow Candle. It might even be correct to take Memorial to Folly over Khazarov, but I mean, come on, we're a black-red deck and we can play Khazarov. Let's just do it. And now, okay, so one thing about Howling Golem is it does get better when you have a card like Khazarov in your deck, because not only do you need to draw your Khazarov, but you need to draw lands so you can cast Khazarov. Khazarov, another reason he's not great is because blue decks tend to run Syncopate, and he just gets owned by Syncopate in the late game even. But yeah, Howling Golem's actually a solid card because even though it's like you both draw a card, black-red doesn't have access to card draw as much, so it benefits from the extra card draw more than maybe a blue deck that's got divinations and already has a full hand. Like if I have 2 cards and I draw up to 3 cards, it's more valuable than if you have 7 cards and you're drawing up to 8 cards. And a little bit, in theory, like not insanely more valuable, but definitely a little bit more valuable. We're not going to be taking the Howling Golem here. I think that Thallid Omnivore is just the best card in the pack. Very powerful and a little bit underrated probably. There's just a lot of like saplings like running around, even if you're not in like specifically black-green, and Thallid Omnivore can just do so much work. It makes certain board states really difficult for your opponents, and definitely is more powerful than Stronghold Confessor and Windgrace Acolyte. I think it goes Thallid Omnivore. Then I'd probably take the Howling Golem, though I never really liked this card. It's just not a great sized body. And then I'd probably take Stronghold and then Windgrace, though Windgrace might be better than Stronghold. Yeah, I'd probably take Windgrace over Stronghold, especially when I'm never going to be casting this and Garn in the same turn, so that's not super relevant, but we're just going to take the Thallid Omnivore. Also, important to note, we could still abandon, like, red. We could just splash the activated ability on this, and then play, like, black-green or something like that still. Here, Urza's Tome is, like, okay, but I don't really like this card in general because it's very, very slow and clunky. And even though there are a lot of slow and clunky matchups, there are also ones where you really need to get on board. Frenzied Rage is just not great. Gitu Lava Runner is not great. I don't like Blessing or Divest. I think this is a pretty clear Stronghold Confessor or Llanowar Envoy. We're just going to take the Stronghold Confessor. It's a card that I'm definitely fine running. Ups my playable count. Okie doke. And now, Drudge Sentinel is not good. I initially thought it was pretty good because I was like, oh man, this ability is quite good, but a 3-mana 2/1 is just too small to be relevant. Gitu Journey Mage is okay. Keldon Warcaller is a card that I never really want to play. Short Sword's not great. Coldwater Snapper can do some cool things with auras, specifically in blue-white. If you can put Onsera's Wings on this, you just win the game, so that's kind of a nice little combo. I think we might take Gitu Journey Mage, or we could just hedge into blue with a Coldwater Snapper. I mean, we don't want to play any of these cards. Radiating Lightning's bad. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Coldwater Snapper. If we open some great blue card, maybe we could just segue into blue-black, and we're not playing any of those cards. Final Parting is interesting. I don't think it's playable, really, though. I never remember playing this card or playing against it. I just don't think it's very good. Like, it might seem cool, oh, we can get Kazarov, but it's just so slow. And putting stuff into our graveyard doesn't really give us a benefit. What other cards are there in this pack? There's an Aether Glider, which I don't think is very good either. Tolarian Scholar, if we wanted to hedge into blue some more. I guess we'll just take the Final Parting over the Tolarian Scholar. There's not really a ton else to take over, but we're not going to play it. And there's a Soul Salvage. This card is actually really good. There's a card called Gitu Chronicler in the set, which is a creature that when you cast, you can get back an instant or sorcery, and you can loop that with Soul Salvage to get infinite value in the late game, so we're just going to be on the lookout for Gitu Chronicler. And this card is a great part of the black-red deck. That's kind of one of the best things that the black-red deck can do in the format. Warcry Phoenix, as I said before, is just not super great. But we're going to be on the lookout. And now Dark Bargain, pretty nice pickup here. Nice little card draw option. Cabal Paladin can sometimes do work. We have a couple of historic cards. We're not going to start with it, though. We're not playing Demonic Vigor ever. Never playing Skark Prospector. Okay, so pack 1 went pretty well. Traxos Scourge of Krug. So this card combos very effectively with Voltaic Servant, which is a card that is relatively easy to get. Traxos also triggers with Garna, Kazarov, but we aren't really in great colors for triggering Traxos, so I think I might just take the Memorial to Folly over Traxos. You're like, what? Why would you do that? You can build around it, but Traxos is just kind of more work than he's worth, I think, in this type of deck. When it's pack 2 and I only have 2 cards that trigger it, I think I'd rather just get the Memorial to Folly, get that strong effect on a land. I'd probably second pick the Skin Witch over the Omnivore because I do need some 2-drops. And but yeah, I'm just going to be taking the Memorial to Folly here. Ooh, Whisper Bloodletter just is quite powerful. This card is definitely the pick out of this pack, I think. Though, the Grow from Ashes means that maybe I could branch into black-green and then just splash all these cards. That's tricky. That is tricky. Fire Fist Adept is pretty good in the Blue-Red Wizards deck, but we aren't in that deck. She's a warrior. We have no wizards in black-red, which is pretty much what I'd expect. Kamal's Druidic Vow is not really worth it either. The legendary sorceries are hard to cast, and Kamal's Druidic Vow just doesn't give you enough value. You can only put legendary permanents into play, and lands, which is just not worth it. So yeah, I think it's between Whisper and then like a weird speculative Grow from Ashes, but Whisper is just so super good. She's not as at home in a black-green deck, in a red-black deck, because you don't have as much fodder running around, but she's still quite good. So if I went into green, yeah, I think we're just going to take the Whisper. Moving into green and then splashing these 3 cards is it's tricky because we second picked this, third picked this, fourth picked this, and we haven't really seen any red cards we wanted since then. But we didn't really see any green cards we really wanted either. This is actually a really tricky pick for me. I think it's probably a bit too... We don't really have a reason to be in green other than the fixing, so let's just take the Whisper. And now, there's another Thallid Omnivore. There is a Flame of Keld. First Eruption is not a card I'm a super big fan of because you have to sacrifice a mountain, which is just kind of not great. And the ramp ability is kind of tricky to use. I think we're just going to take another Thallid Omnivore here. Though, the thing about, sacrificing the land is a pretty big cost at the end. So, like, I'm trying to, especially because I don't have a ton of red sources, presumably in this deck. But, like, if I can use the 2 mana to, like, get out of Kazarov. Flame of Keld is also interesting. But, like, the third ability doesn't really do much for me. I think it's Thallid Omnivore versus First Eruption is probably the pick. Yep. It's kind of a sweet card. 3D everything does kill most of the major cards in the format. How many creatures do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is... I just really hate the sacrifice a mountain part of this card. Thallid Omnivore is really good. Let's take the Thallid Omnivore. And now Gitu Chronicler. This is the card I was talking about earlier. This card is fantastic. It really combos well with the Soul Salvage that we have. We have a ton of other instants and sorceries as well. So yeah, definitely taking Gitu Chronicler here. Next pick, we would probably be forced to take, like, Cabal Evangel. The best card in this pack is, like, the Divination by a pretty decent margin. Divination is fantastic in this format. Such a great card. We're just going to take the Gitu Chronicler, because it's the only card in our color combo. And now we will take Blood Tallow Candle for some extra removal. We're not playing Firefist Adept, though. I guess we could take it. I mean, we have one other wizard. We could get another wizard with the Cabal Witch, I think. And also just, it's a 5-mana 3/3 that does 1 damage. Maybe that's worth taking over Candle. Yeah, that's probably worth taking over Candle. Especially because we can get other wizards. And now we can just get a Keldon Raider. Champion of the Flame is not great. Keldon Warcaller is not great, even though we do need 2-drops. Keldon Warcaller Raider actually does a decent amount of work. Chainer's Torment is not great. Rat Colony's bad. Thallid Omnivore is still pretty good. We do have a decent number of 4-drops now. Chainer's Torment is just not good, though. And now, Keldon Overseer was terrible. You never really want to play this card. Sure, you can get some wins out of it, but 3-mana 3/1's just too small. We're going to take Windgrace Acolyte, fuel our graveyard for Soul Salvage, and Gitu Chronicler. And Memorial of Folly. And we got the Calico Skin Witch back. That's quite good. We really needed this. We need 2-drops in this deck. Gitu Lava Runner's not great, but we'll take it over these other junkers. And maybe it gets there. We'll take Flame of Keld now. Probably not going to play that, though. The Cabal Evangel. Sometimes you just got to play what you got to play to have a couple early defenses. This deck is looking quite good, though. Well, unfortunate that we don't get to play a lot of the cards in this pack are great. I mean, we got Eviscerate, so we're very happy with this pack. This pack is great for us. But Cloud Reader Sphinx is one of the best blue commons, one of the best commons overall. Grow from Ashes is great. Steel Leaf Champion is good if you're a heavy green deck, like Llanowar Elf and a Steel Leaf Champion is great. We're not going to take a second Whisper over Eviscerate. We just don't have the fodder creatures that we would need, and we have a ton of, like, 4-drop creatures already. Eviscerate you can just cast kind of later in the game, too, and have it be great. We're just going to take that for sure. And now... Oh, man, for a second I thought we were green. I don't know why, but this card is so sweet. I guess think we're just going to take another Wit and Grace Acolyte. Vidalian Arcanist is, like, deceptively good. I really like Vidalian Arcanist. It took me a while to come around on it, but, like, it just does a ton of stuff in this format. We're probably not going to play Keldon Raider just because double red is going to be tricky to get. But yeah, Wit and Grace Acolyte's pretty solid pickup. Eldest Reborn, that is fantastic. What a great addition to the deck. This card is amazing. Definitely going to be taking this here over Wit and Grace Acolyte by like a mile. Never play Navigator's Compass unless you're in some crazy Lich's Mastery deck. Just a little heads up if you're new to the format. It's just never worth it. And now we have another close pick, Gitu Chronicler versus Caligo Skin Witch. I think Gitu Chronicler is better for us, even though Caligo Skin Witch is easier to cast. Multiple Caligo Skin Witches get worse because you can't always get value from making them discard 2, whereas you can always get value from getting back an instant sorcery. We have a ton of instant sorceries. We have a Soul Salvage for the combo, so I think the Gitu Chronicler is better. And now Deathloom Thallid, definitely a card we want here. We have 3 Thallid Omnivores. We might not even be able to play all of them, but we just really want the sacrifice fodder for our other guys, and Deathloom Thallid really punches that ticket well. Okay, and now there is a Thallid Soothsayer. This is an okay card. We just don't really have the cards to support it, but I still think it's to pick over Guardians of Koilos, probably. Even though Guardians is pretty nice with the Eldest Reborn and yeah, some of the other cards, but Thallid Soothsayer is pretty solid. But I'd rather just have Guardians. It works with Garna, kind of. Eldest Reborn's the only real combo. I don't think we're going to place that Thallid Soothsayer, but we'll take it. And now there's a Dark Bargain. I think we'd probably rather have the Dark Bargain than Wit and Grace Acolyte number 3. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops. Yeah, let's just take Dark Bargain. Wow, this is a really late Saproling Migration. We have so much late game. And another Soul Salvage is perfect. Really great addition. Lingering Phantom. Not really a great card, but we'll still take it. We don't really have a further game to complain. I think we're just going to take Cabal Evangel. We just need 2 drops. We already have. We don't really need that many 2 drops. I guess we have 3 2 drops. And we already have a Cabal Evangel. We definitely don't need another Stronghold Confessor, so we'll just take it. And we're in Third Wall. Sure, I guess I'll take it. Okay. So this is our deck. Our deck is going to add a Cabal Evangel from the sideboard, and that's going to be 23. Or maybe we add a... maybe we add the Gitu Lava Runner. Let's see, how many... We have 15 creatures, 7 non-creatures. So this guy's never going to be on. We have way more creatures than I thought we did initially. I kind of want to have that Dark Bargain as well if I can get it in there. Final Parting, do I have any good cards to put into the graveyard? Not really, but putting a creature in the graveyard is probably good just because of my Soul Salvage combos. Okay, so let's see. So this is 40 cards. This is 10-7, which is kind of the mana base I wanted. We don't need our double red until super late in the game. We have 4 2-drops, which is pretty much all you need. We don't have a ton of 3-drops, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4-drops. That's a lot. That is a lot. I don't think we need Stronghold Confessor. I think it's our worst 4-drop, probably. Whisper's also up there. But you can sacrifice Whisper herself and another creature, which is just generally pretty solid. Maybe we don't need this Dark Bargain. We probably don't need the Stronghold Confessor. We already have 3 Thallid Omnivores kind of in the similar spot. Yeah, this is going to be pretty strong, I think. I really don't like the Cabal Evangel, though. It's just really not great. It is a suboptimal card. I think we'd almost rather have Thallid Soothsayer than the Stronghold Confessor, though. Stronghold Confessor is an option. Cabal Evangel is an option. But I think we have enough 2-drops. We don't really have any 3-drops though, so maybe we need more 2-drops. Kelded Raider is definitely better than those other cards. Tricky. Huh. We would have enough expensive cards. We don't need a Lingering Phantom. Huh. This is hard. Yeah, let's just put back in. We already have both Dark Bargains in there. Let's put in the Lingering. Lingering Phantom is pretty decent value. Definitely irritating for certain decks. I think, yeah, we'll put in the Lingering Phantom. I just want to try it out. We have a decent amount of self-mill. I'm not really worried about our late game as much, but... We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Historic Spells. No, we don't need Lingering Phantom. Let's just put back in the... let's just put in Thallid Soothsayer. I think we might just need the Cabal Evangel. We can always sacrifice it to a Thallid Omnivore later on. Yep. Or a Vicious Offering. I feel so bad to have Cabal Evangel in my deck, though. Let's just play the Stronghold Confessor. Okay. That is going to do it for the building portion. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to take a brief moment to say thank you to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. A huge shout out to all of my new patrons, Alex P, James T, and Serena S. I really do appreciate your support. And as always, a big shout out to my patrons at the credits level, Eric S, Stephen W, Brent, and Mr. Martinez. I really do appreciate your support and you helping me continue to make videos. If you want to learn more about the Patreon, you can find information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's get to the matches. Hello and welcome to round 1. This is a pretty good hand. We're probably just going to run this Giju Chronicler out on turn 2. Especially against a white deck. The white decks tend to be more aggressive. We do have backup Giju Chroniclers. White-black. Now that we have the Deathbloom Thallid and they didn't play a 2-drop, I don't think we're going to run it out. We just don't need to. Okay, that's low-key terrifying for me. Get our Deathbloom Thallid out here. Oh no. I'm glad I didn't play the Giju Chronicler though, because he would be kind of useless here. With Kicker. We're just going to be playing our own creatures here. Not going to be playing Dark Bargains or anything like that. Even though our deck isn't built to race, we're actually racing relatively well, especially once Windgrace Acolyte comes down. 3 life is a lot in this situation. Sure, Blood Tallow Candle. Oh, that's really bad for me. I can't block anything anyway, so let's just hit him for 6. This thing costs 6 to use, so we hope they don't have a land. We need to draw removal. This is like the spot where you really need removal spells. Okay, I guess our Giju Chronicle can get back a Dark Bargain, which isn't really great. Worst case scenario, we can always Dark Bargain looking for a Vicious Offering at some point. We really want Windgrace Acolyte to be able to trade with something, though. Like, if they don't have a land for Blood Tallow Candle. Okay. That's great for us. Okay. So we can kill that and take 7. This does cost us 2 life. But I think killing this is worth it, because then we can actually block the stuff. So I think we probably... I think we just want to play Gitu Chronicler and hold up Dark Bargain. They're probably going to try and use this to kill Windgrace. But we really want to cast this Dark Bargain so we can find a land at some point. This enables some pretty nice double blocks and triple blocks. And we can also threaten to crack that if they do kill our Windgrace, because we really want Windgrace. Though we would rather get Kazarov into play. This is really good if it works. Hey, it worked. Nice. We're in great shape now. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Josie's terrifying. We're now at 3. Oh, okay, let's take Vicious Fire. Oh, we get to get 2 of them. We're going to get Vicious Offering and Josie and that. That's actually really good for us. Okay, so we are going to kill Josu. And then we are going to kill the Cabal Paladin before he kills us. And then we are not going to attack, because we don't want to die to a Guardians of Koilos doing crazy stuff. Okay. This is good for us, because now he has to kill... Yeah, this is just a really good trade for us. We get to trade a 3-2 that has a death trigger for a Guardians of Koilos. And then we can play our Dallet Omnivore and have an extra 2 life in the bank. Okay, let's see here. We could just flash in Garna. We don't really have any great creatures in our graveyard. I think we're just going to play the Thallid Omnivore. The 2 life is really nice as like an upside. And Thallid Omnivore is really nice with the Garna, because we can sacrifice Gitu Chronicler and then play Garna to get back Gitu Chronicler. And then get it sent to the battlefield trigger. I think the ability to gain some life is more valuable. Okay, sure. So we won't let them gain the life from... Sure. They don't have enough lands to technically use the Kazarov yet. I think we're just going to play Kazarov here. It's a big creature. And if they do draw land to kill it, Oh no, they do have the land to kill it. We can use our Whisper to get it back, though. And it kind of takes their entire turn. Ooh, whoa. Now that was a good draw. That was a great draw. So we're going to get back our Key 2 Chronicler and our Windgrace Acolyte, I think, just because we want that life gain. I'm going to play Whisper. No attacks. Because Whisper can bring back Kazarov for basically no mana, which is really good. No, so many 1/1s. Feels bad, man. Okay, I think we're just gonna gain some life here. Actually, yeah. Let's just gain some life. Our deck still has a bunch of cards in it, so we're fine on that front. And then we'll bring back Kazarov here. And we're at 6 now, which makes us a lot safer. Let's just get back Kazarov. And then we'll sacrifice Whisper and our Chronicler. Oh, we should have comboed the Whisper with Garna. My bad. Oh, that was really bad. That was grim. Okay. So Kazarov. Yeah. Well, they messed that up. 3, 6, 7, 8. This costs 9. Let's just get back our Soul Salvage. Oh, opponent has conceded because they messed up. They didn't sacrifice a creature to kill our Kazarov. Anyway, we had that game on lock. We should have waited for the Whisper play until we could play Garna, because that's just like a very standard play that I messed up. But it was rust. I'll do better next time. But we were in a very good spot that game, and we were going to win. But yeah, that's going to do it for round 1. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to round 2. We are going to keep this hand. Good mix of lands and spells, and we got our 2-drop that is really junker, but you never play Stronghold Confessor as a 1/1, by the way, pretty much ever. Oh, we're against a blue deck. This is an uphill battle, folks. But our G2 Chronicler value combo deck thing should help us out a lot. But yeah, blue-white is a little bit better, but yeah, blue decks in general are tricky. We do have Dark Bargain and stuff, so that's nice, but not optimistic here. Blue decks, I mean, I'm not saying we're going to lose the match. That's saying we're not optimistic is a little bit too far, but oh gosh, they're off to a great start. Blue deck, Skittering Surveyor. What will they do next? But blue-white is like not the greatest combination. Blue-black is much scarier. Okay. Time to play. I think we'd rather get the Thallid Omnivore down. This guy can basically attack no matter what. Hamorid Explorer. I hope they target me. Yeah, you should never target me with that. They should always target themselves. Because I'm in a black-red deck. If they triple block, I'm fine with this. I'll do that. I have a second Thallid Omnivore. And they don't really work as well in multiples because, I mean, they're okay in multiples if you have sacrifice fodder because you can like threaten like a bunch of power on both of them, but I don't have a ton of sacrifice fodder, so I'm fine just making one little trade-off and then moving on for now. Triumph of Gerard. Okay. That is not a good card. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Okie doke. We're gonna just Dark Bargain. Gosh, they have counter magic mana up. I think this is good for us because we want the creature to be as small as possible thanks to Triumph of Gerard. Let's just wait. They have counter magic up. It doesn't really make sense that they would not do stuff, so we're just going to play Dark Bargain on end step. Make sure it resolves. Sure. That is fine by me. They only have a 3/3 for flying, first strike, and lifelink. And we will put Kazarov into the graveyard. I think we're going to take land. And actually, we'll keep Kazarov. Okay, land. We don't really have any great things to Giju Chronicler back, so I think we're just going to play Giju Chronicler as a 1/3 this turn. And then we'll play our Thallid Omnivore. Omnivore is a really good combo with Garna. Yeah, we are at a good life total. We're safe. We are playing around our opponent's counter magic pretty effectively, I think. If they have counter magic. Let's just play this guy with Kicker. If they have a Syncopate and they use it on this, we are totally A-okay with that. Yeah, that's what I thought they had. Wizard's Retort also made sense. But that's even better for us, because now it's still in the graveyard. But yeah, we didn't want to run our Kazarov into that. And now they can't use their Memorial. Ooh. A red mana. I wonder what that's for. Maybe a Fight with Fire? I'm surprised they didn't get it with Skittering Surveyor. But yeah, if you look at Triumph of Gerard, it basically did nothing. They got 1/1/1/1 counter out of it and like a couple of life points. Okay, so they're holding this up. Now's our chance to just Kazarov them. Again, if they do want to counter, then that's okay, but they kind of already used their counter stuff. I kind of just wanted to grow my Kazarov here. This is 3/5. See, I think we'd rather kill their 3/2. No. Oops, I totally did the math wrong there. I meant to sacrifice Giju Chronicler there. Okay, but yeah, Kazarov is a 6/6. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Because now he's out of range of Fight with Fire. Blessed Light would still get him, though. He's also out of range of Gideon's Reproach. I should have sacrificed Giju Chronicler there. Kazarov does kill the Dominaria Trapper, which is good. Their deck is great. Okay, we're just going to... So, getting Eldritch Reborn into play doesn't really do much here. Getting Garna into play doesn't really do much here. Let's just kill this guy. We can kill 2 things. Oh my gosh. We have 8 mana. Yeah, this is definitely what I envisioned when I took Kazarov, because Kazarov is great. Boom! Sure. They have so much value. Now I can get the Eldritch Reborn down. Because they're actually sacrificing something somewhat meaningful, like a 2/3. Hit him for 8. No! Goodbye, Kazarov. You did noble work. Well, they're gonna have to discard a card at least. No blocks. There goes the plains. 9 mana. Okay, we're gonna be able to get Kazarov back with our Eldritch Reborn. Let's just kill that thing. Okay, sure. Artificer's Assistant, not a great card. Okay, we get back our Kazarov. Yeah, why would we get back one of their cards when we have Kazarov in our graveyard? Oh no, they exiled Kazarov. Rats. Do they have anything good? They have Excavation Elephant. 3/5. No, it's not worth the risk. We will get back Thallid Omnivore. Because now we can do some sweet things. Okay, so we have 10 mana. We're just going to get back our Gitu Chronicler and make them chump. Boom. We got the W. That is what I'm talking about. Our deck has great late game, and I'll see you guys in the next round. Hello and welcome. We are going to keep this hand. It is a little bit sketchy, but mulliganing's not great, and we have this Windgrace to help fuel our Soul Salvages. And we have a lot of creatures in the deck. They mulligan, so that's interesting. Okay, so we're going to have to use the Fight with Fire a little bit more liberally than we'd normally like to. Yeah, we don't need to play Caligo. You pretty much don't need to play your 1/3s with Kicker until like your opponent forces you to. In which case, like, that's okay, but we don't, like, they haven't played a creature, so we don't want to just run out of 1/3. Oh, goody. That is not good. I'm just going to straight up say it. Yeah, we'll play Caligo Skin Witch. Though this thing has trample, right? Oh, dear. Yeah, we'll play the Caligo Skin Witch. Because our next couple turns are kind of scripted. We're going to play Windgrace. I am terrified of them playing a legendary creature now. Okay, Thallid is okay. Give me creatures. Oh, yes. We hit the Gitu. Oh no. This is really bad. Well, he's only a one-time deal. Oh gosh. Eviscerate, why? I needed you. Let's just block there. And then we can soul salvage. And Cabal Evangel. We're like a 3-turn pathway from getting rid of this Multani. I mean, this Muldrotha. Gosh darn it, Muldrotha, you're too good. Yep. Yep. I'll chump 6 damage. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna be okay. We have a 1-3 to chump Muldrotha. We have a 2 to chump that. We got you back, Eviscerate. And now we can kill Muldrotha, kill Thalid. No! You monster. You're evil. Cannot go unpunished. Oh no. 10. Oh gosh, this is a lot of damage. Well, luckily we can kill all of his threats next turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, yeah, we're going to win this game easily now. Barring some, like, insane top deck. Like, if they top deck Soul Salvage, it's going to be rough, but... Yeah, they only had 1 mana up, so we can actually kill it with Fight with Fire, so... Big game there. And then we can just drop our Kazarov next turn. Okay. That's okay. One of the major worries is they find the legendary thing. Or historic thing. What? They have a second Muldrotha? Are you kidding me? What? What the heck? That is nuts. Well then. That is absolutely stupid. They're going to be able to untap the Traxos now. Well, sometimes you can't beat them. That's unbelievable. That is nothing we could have done there. Traxxas has trample. Of course he does. Yeah. Gosh darn it. We were going to win this game if they didn't have another Muldrotha. Like, this could have been any creature and we would have won. We could have just dropped our Kazarov. I think we have to just drop both of these guys. I think playing Windgrave's Acolyte might have kept us alive. I don't know, but... That's so stupid. Oh my gosh. They have a second Muldrotha? Wait, why are they... Oh, they just need to untap this thing. Yeah. They could have just played Muldrotha. I think we're dead on board. So we go to 1 here. So we're not quite dead. I think we need a top deck Vicious Offering. If we had Vicious Offering, we could, like, block something else. Sacrifice Fire Fist Adept. Yeah, that was just silly. Wow. Oh, gosh. I guess them finding any legendary creature would have been hard, but Muldrotha specifically is, like, impossible to kill. Yep. Wow. That is so... It's really hard to beat that deck, especially when they just... Oh, my gosh. We were in really good shape, actually. We were at 6 life. We were pretty safe. We had just killed all their threats. And then they had to find... If they hadn't found a Muldrotha off that card... Actually, them just drawing another Historic Spell was going to be bad for us because of the Traxos. But we needed to fade, like, literally one turn. And we couldn't get that. Unfortunate. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next round. Welcome to round 4. We're going to keep this hand, hoping to bounce back after that last little bit of misfortune. We have our Swamp. We have the Whisper Garna combo, which is great. You can actually, like, sacrifice. Yeah, we're just going to kill this while we have the opportunity. Whisper plus Garna, you can sacrifice Garna and another creature, and then you can get back Garna. You can stack the trigger. I do not know why I did that. Yeah, why did I not play Memorial of Folly, you might ask? That was just, like, straight up misclick, kind of. Like, wasn't really paying attention. And I'm going to be punished. So, yikes. Well, we had to play it on hard mode. They have 5 men up. There's got to be a counter involved here. I think we're just going to flash in Garna to eat the Tolarian Scholar. Eat their counterspell, more likely. Like, they probably have Syncopate. Oh. Now if I had a creature in my graveyard, I could use Whisper plus whatever creature it was. Oh, ouch. I don't know why people always target me with that. It's just, like, objectively bad. So I can use Whisper to bring back Thallid Omnivore and then get back Whisper and whatever thing I get, so I can get back 2 creatures, essentially. That sounds like pretty good. This is the full control. So basically what I'm planning here is, because this thing brings back a creature, I can use Whisper, bring back a Thallid Omnivore, and then the trigger will bring back the what's her name? Garna, and then Garna will bring back these 2 creatures. So I'll essentially get a free Thallid Omnivore out of this if everything goes according to plan. No! Okay, plan backfired. Oh well. It was worth a shot, I think. my graveyard. We're going to get back Garna. Play this. Play Salad Omnivore. No attacks. Sure, we can kill that with Fire Fist Adept. They're not a black deck, so you don't need to hold card for Calico Skin Witch. Now we can start attacking because we have a pretty nice double block here. Sure. A free 0-4 is nothing to be scoffed at. This has haste, which is pretty nice. And we can also get back something with our Memorial, so we can get back Whisper, I think. Probably the best play. Okay. $15 cards, so we're still fine. You know what? Getting back Whisper is actually really, really good. Okay, so for now we're just going to do this, but at some point we can Memorial Folly, get back Whisper, activate it immediately to get back, like, a Kazarov if we had milled one. We can now just get back, like... Oh gosh, Tatyova is so good. I think they might be dead. So let's think. Okay. So we can get back Whisper, which can then in turn get back... Okay, we don't need that. We can just Soul Salvage back. Whisper and Gichu Chronicler. And we can eviscerate Tatyova. I think I didn't need to do all that stuff. I think they're just dead on... No, they're not dead on board. We could just hit them down to 2, though. Boom! Got to the victory, and I'll see you in the next round. Welcome to round 5. We are going to keep this hand on the play. We're pretty likely to get to our 4th land. Our deck is overall relatively expensive, so this is a pretty standard hand. 3 lands, 4 spells. We don't really have any cheap plays, but our opponent's not super likely to have them either all the time. I mean, it is Dominaria, which is a pretty slow format. You don't get punished as much for having a slower start. Okay, Skin Witch. I don't think you're supposed to play this on turn 2 unless you're kind of forced to. If we don't hit our 4th land, we're in trouble. But we will. I believe in our deck. I think we're about like 85% to do it, so sometimes it won't work out, but that hand is definitely a keep, I think. Oh gosh, Slimefoot. Well then, thanks deck. I really am proud of you for what you've done. You've really helped me out. Oh man, sad day. Oh, the greed. Wow, deck. Wow. Just... the agony. It's sad that that's the way we're going to lose. It's just by, like, not hitting our 4th land drop when we had kept a 3-lander. Like, ugh. It happens. %. Yes. No! What? Wow. Well, we were not destined to win this game. Multani is the best rare in the set, and rare / mythic in the set, and we can't hit our 4th land drop. Like, if we could have hit lands and got Elders Reborn going to get back their Multani, that would have been sweet. But unfortunately, we are, we could still do it, potentially. You gotta be kidding me. We're 13 cards in now. This is turn like 6. We're literally discarding the hand size. That's rich. Gosh darn it. Oh well. Oh well. One probably thinks I kept like a 1-lander or something. But no. It was a 3-lander. Wow, I can get back the 2 cards so I can discard them to hand size again. Wow. Just could not hit a land drop to save my life there. Maybe this is supposed to be an 18-land deck because of how expensive it is. That's actually probably a good idea. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome to round 6. I did make the one change. I cut a vicious... I cut the Reckoner for the 1 mana, 1/1 menace. It can be a 3/3 menace for 4 for another swamp. Because I did realize that all my 2-drops can also double as 6-drops, and I'd use my mana really well, so I think it's just a strong. It makes sense to do. Okay, opponent. Okay, Corrosive is not a card I'm very afraid of. Remembering to play my Memorial of Folly this time. Ah, the beatdown hath commenced. You gotta be kidding me. They're beating me down with, like, these randos. Like, what? I do not know what's going on. This is where Gitu Chronicler shines. This is a 1/3, so it can block a Corrosive Ooze. Let's go. Like, this is why aggro's not great in the format, because there's just so many 1/3s with late game value running around. Maybe I just kill Halar. Okay, never mind. No need. So they're playing Artificer's Assistant and Halar in the same deck. That is bold. No blocks. I'm just not going to risk it. They're scrying all over the place. Okay, so in this turn we can block the Halar with both our guys. If things go south, we can Garna. They probably just have a 5-drop or something. Yeah. We'll flash in Garna no matter what here, though. Better than Dark Bargaining, I think. Not a ton of value, but it is still a 3/3. So yeah, right now we're just going to eviscerate the Halar. Because we can. Gitu Chronicler it back. Sorry about that. Yep, Halar, that's fine. All of the scrying. This thing has actually been like a 1-mana scry 12. I don't know. It hasn't been actually 12, but it's been a lot of scry. And it's done a lot of damage. We're just going to return our Eviscerate. Still no need to attack. We will quad block this, in case they have the +4/+4 kicker spell. Because then it would be 8 power, and we would still kill it. Sure. So we now have the Whisper combo set up for when we want it. Seems like now is as good a time as any to get it rolling. Because what we can do is we can sacrifice Whisper, we can sacrifice these two, get Garna back, and then we get both of our Gitu Chroniclers. Which is just a really sweet combo. Oh, I know what's coming here. They have the give all your creatures +2/+2. No, put a +1/+1 counter on all of them for 8 mana. It's +2/+1/+1 counters, I think. Oh, it's Gift of Growth. Never mind. Well, I'm glad it wasn't the +1/+1 counters thing. I'm just gonna kill this. Deathbloom Thallid. Yeah. We're still safe. And this thing getting sacrificed is actually quite good because okay. And I get back both of my guys that died. Aha. The value. I think we're just going to go for the more safe play that uses my mana a little bit better. Let's just get back both of them. Boom! Opponent cannot beat the value train and scoops it up. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome to round 6, I think. On the draw, we're going to keep this hand. We have finally achieved the elusive high-level pet. Looks sweet. Oh yeah, this is land exactly when we want them. We'll get our Cabal Evangel down. Opponent has mismatched lands to tilt me, but I'm untiltable. Oh yeah, we've drawn land every turn. This is actually kind of good for us because we have so many ways to use our mana. Opponent has 3 colors, which is okay, I guess. So they're probably black, green, splashing red, I would have to guess. Okay, never mind. That theory no longer holds weight. I think we're going to eviscerate this, just so that our Eldest Reborn then does more work when they do play a creature. Because we'd rather make them sacrifice their 5-drop, I think. I think that's going to pay out a little bit better. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But it could backfire. But I think this is going to be the best. Like, I'm imagining, like, in an ideal world where they just play a normal creature here. Yeah, see. This is the strategies. The long-term play. Because getting Eldest Reborn and making them sacrifice a bigger creature, like, making them sack a 2/2 is much worse. And we would have Whisper in play, sure, but Whisper is not really great here. It's only yeah. We want to get Eldest Reborn down as fast as possible. So we can get all 3 modes off, then we can get back a great creature. And drawing another removal spell for another one of their creatures is really good. Sure. We have drawn land basically every turn, which is like so good for us. So we can get back a Mammoth Spider. It's pretty good for us. I don't mind like missing out on a tiny bit of value. Wow, they're just a straight up 3-color deck. Okay, please don't get double strike. Haha, nothing. If they have Soul Salvage, it's really annoying, but we still got a little bit of value. Drawing lands is so good in our deck. Mammoth Spider, for sure. Look how much value that was, jeez. I think we're just going to Fight with Fire this. Cancel, because we did not have the mana to do that. And we'll get back with, then we'll play our Whisper. No attack. Sure, we could get through 1 point of damage, but I think it's better to have the guys untapped, ready for defense. Though I guess we could always block this guy here, so maybe it was just worth it to get that 1 point of damage through. We actually kind of want some of our stuff to die, so we're going to hold off. And we're not going to play this land for now because it is better to protect from Caligo Skin Witch. Oh, man. Got me. Fungal Infection is not a really like great card in this format. It's like okay in the black-green Saplings deck. Oh. That's actually a really irritating combo. That's actually kind of sweet. Good play, opponent. I did not play around the Grand Warlord Rada. Though, to be fair, they need to have Fungal Infection and Grand Lord. Oh, gosh, they didn't get it back? What is this? Okay, they have their own Eldest Reborn. Sure. That actually helps me. There's no good creatures in the graveyard. I'll discard a Gitu Chronicler, I think. And then I have 8 mana. I can get back, fight with fire, and then kill them. They don't have any great creatures in the graveyard. I have great defenses. Okay, we're at 6. So I can get back Grand Warlord Rada. Okay, we have Whisper up. Oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't have played that land. I definitely shouldn't have played that land. I get owned by Calico Skinwitch now. For no reason. Though, if they have Calico Skinwitch in their deck, that would be really weird. I think Grand Warlord Rada is the card they're supposed to get back. Oh man, I messed this up. Zap him. Boom! Let's go. Never punished. Got the W. Heck yes. See you in the next round, folks. Welcome to round 8. We are battling to try and get those max wins. And we have a pretty good hand here. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. I'm actually probably going to play the Calico Skinwitch on turn 2 just because I do have a Thallid Omnivore to sacrifice it to, and a Vicious Offering that I want to have creatures in play for, and a pretty nice little 2-3-4 curve out to pressure my opponent. We also have a ton of late game value, so it's probably just worth to get it into play. Okay, we're going to keep it. Opponent mulliganed. Always good news. If they do play a creature we can Vicious Offering, we'll probably just do that, though, and keep the Calico Skinwitch. Ooh. Yeah, we have a lot of lands. We're just going to hold this now. This is enough upside that it's worth just doing now. Okay, Sapherd, sure. Sapherd's a pretty good card. Deathbloom Fel, the death equivalent of the Sapherd. Oh, nice. Shivan Fire, okay. We'll trade. This is actually going to work out really nice. The Wind Great Acolyte will fuel our Gitu Chronicler. I'm really glad we have 18 lands in this deck. No blocks. Yep, now we'll trade. Because we can soul salvage back 2 of them. Let's just use the skin witch while we can get some value out of it. Nice! Good work, skin witch. Nailed him. Okay, so we're going to soul salvage here. Get back a Wind Grace and a Death Bloom Thallid. Because we want to just be able to get the creature into play immediately. Good job, Calico Skin Witch. This guy would have been irritating as heck to deal with. Cancel, cancel. Let's attack first. Let's just get this guy into play. Give ourselves more options with our Gichus. Dang, getting rid of this Thorn Elemental was, like, incredible. I figured I might get rid of, like, an Eviscerate or something. Let's just get this guy into play, keep the pressure up. The old Kombaruski. Saving the Calico Skin Witch was actually huge. If they had a 7/7, it would have been really tough to win this. Oh, yes. We're headed to the grand finals. Winner take all. Winner go home. Final round guaranteed. I hope you stay with me. Hello, and welcome to the finals. We're going to keep this hand. We have a 2-drop to protect us. Okay, Stronghold Confessor on turn 1. That is a play I generally do not think is very good, but we'll see how it works out for them. Oh, gosh. I hope they do not have a way to buff this. Like Frenzied Rage or something. That would suck. Oh my gosh, am I going to get janked out? Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh, I will double block your Stronghold Confessor opponent. This is why playing it as a 1/1 is just generally bad. Like, it's just useless. It did 2 damage to me. Like, imagine if I was a green deck and I had Yavimaya Sap Herd or something. So we have a Dark Bargain here. They probably have a Dark Bargain of their own. Nope, they just have nothing. That is good for me. I'm down. Whew. Yes. Oh, this is huge. What a draw. Fire Fist Adept actually does 3 damage here, so we can kill this Champion of the Flame before it does anything too crazy. Wow, we actually have all of our wizards. Oh my gosh. Yes! This guy is terrifying when he's in play and you don't have a removal spell in hand. It's just like, oh no. I could have attacked for 1 there. Probably not worth it. I mean, probably would have been worth it. The thing is I don't want to trade 2 damage for 1 damage at this point because I'm so favored once I get Kazarov down. No! I think opponent should either block here because that's what they set up for, or they should have chump blocked and then flashed in Garna. Gosh darn it. Oh no. Don't choke this. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna get him back. It's like not the greatest use of a soul salvage, but I can still kill the Garna with it. Sure. Boom. I actually have all of my wizards in play, which is super cool. Okay, next turn's Kazarov time. I'm kind of worried my opponent has Kazarov. I don't know why I'm worried about that, but dang, my opponent just, their deck just fills me with fear. Like, I'm really worried about fight with fire. No! No! Because I'm at exactly 10. Oh my gosh, we got there, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. That pumps up this guy twice. Wow, we got there. And that pumps up him twice. Woo! Let's go. Getting the victory Kazarov style. Fire Fist Adept was so good that last game. Oh my goodness, we got the W. We got to max wins, folks. The return to Dominaria has been sweet. I really do hope you enjoyed this draft. If you did make it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave a hashtag value. No, not hashtag value. Hashtag Dominaria value, because in our return to Dominaria, we had a sweet value deck. It was really awesome, and I had a ton of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did enjoy it, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a comment section in the comments down below if you have any questions about the draft or the gameplay. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.